Right, well, I tried putting the blue pole in and it wouldn't go with the red one already attached, so I've untouched that, and lo and behold, the heavens have just opened up, so it's going to get a weather and a swell. Well, as you can see, it's not getting worse now, the weather, and it's getting a bit wet and a bit more windier, but we're going to go on with it. So obviously you can just shove it into, right, that rain's getting bloody heavy now. Hi everybody, and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And today we're going to take a look at a new tent I've purchased myself. Hasn't been sent by a company, bought with my own money. This is the Helm Compact 1 from Wild Country. Okay, it weighs 1.97 kilograms. It has a static head of 4000 HH. This is hydrostatic head. Okay, and it sleeps one person, and the poles are a super flex alloy. Okay, just had to read that bit off the back because I couldn't remember it. And anyway, this is my first time. I've had it out in the house just to have a look and make sure all the equipment was there: pegs, poles, extender, things like that, like pole fixer, and everything was intact. Okay, obviously it recommends that it comes with a ground sheet, okay, like a footprint, so I've went and purchased that. That is in here as well, so obviously that'll knock it up over the two kilogram mark. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have a look and see what's actually inside the bag. First of all, the stuff sack itself, okay, is a waterproof bag material. It has a drawer cord. It has two straps on with nice adjustable clips, so you can tighten it down even more, make the package littler. So opening up them, what you have is you have a little flap on the top of the bag which goes on the inner side just to keep it all in, keep it watertight. Okay, at the top of there we've got the footprint. We'll talk about that later. And then inside we'll have the actual tent itself. I'm just going to put that under my bag so it doesn't blow away. It is a little bit blowy this morning, and also there's a little bit of background noise. I've come to a football field in my local area, and there's some roofing getting done, which I didn't expect. But anyway, getting back to this, so it's got some bits of ties around it. So we're just going to take them off, place them under the bag, and then roll it out. And inside we'll have one bag. So this should be the poles and the pegs. So inside the pole bag we'll have two coloured poles. Okay, we'll have the blue pole, which is quite long, that goes from the head of the tent to the toe of the tent. Then we'll have the red one. This makes it a bit of an arch, and this goes from left to right in the centre of the tent. We'll take a better look at them when we're putting the tent up. Inside we'll have another bag. And inside of here we'll have pegs. I think there's about 12 of them all together. They look okay. They've got little holes on the tops where you can push down. I think what I'll do is I'll probably add a little bit of cordage to them, make them easier to pull out the ground. Okay, and yeah, they look all right. They're reasonably made, lightweight. We'll see how they work. So I'm just going to put them back in the bag for now. And also with the poles, you have this little tube here, in case you have one of the poles snap. You just put that over, and then obviously that'll mend your pole for a quick fix before heading back home. Okay, so we're just going to put all these back together in the bags. Excuse me, and put them to one side. Now looking at the actual tent itself, all the inner is connected to the inside of the fly, and all the guide ropes are on, nice knots. They've got the little fasteners on, so you can adjust it and taut it all up. And yeah, everything's colour coded. Where you put the actual poles, you've got the red one there on the sides and the blue one on there. So basically anybody can put this together because it's all marked up, all geared for you. And actually on the actual where the poles go themselves, as you can see on the grey strip here, you have a blue on that one, and when I can find it, a red on the centre bit as well. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll have a quick look. I'll just put that to one side. I went and got this, the Compact One footprint. Okay, it doesn't come with any pegs, but it has all the little plastic loops. So what we'll do is we'll put this out, we use the pegs, and then the pegs will be reused for putting the tent up. All right, so let's have a look at the footprint. Right, well, I've selected the area where I'm going to put my tent. There's nothing on the ground that's going to make it uncomfortable. It's reasonably flat. The wind's starting to pick up now, so that's going to be a good test. It's not always going to be calm weather when I'm up on top of a hill putting a tent up, is it? So having a little bit of wind on my first time, it's going to make it a little bit exciting. But let's have a look anyway. So let's get this out and put the stuff sack in my pocket. And this here, as you can see, is the Helm Compact One footprint. And I believe when you put it down, you want the bit of writing that's actually on the top to go where your door's going to go. And because the wind's blowing this way, I want my door facing the bush. So I'm just going to place that down. On the floor, like so. Let's get some pegs out. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. I think it will be. Stuff sack in my pocket and then zip that up so I don't lose them. Right. So let's get the corners done first. We'll just peg it in gently. So it doesn't blow away. So yeah, this is my first time of ever pitching this. Everything's brand spanking new. Oh, don't really do much tent camping, so it's a new thing for me. So there you go, you see I've just had to put that back out. That one needs to go to that bit there. So that's it. So now we've got 5 pegs left. Oh, we've got 4 pegs left because he has one at the front as well. We'll get that nice and straight. Put that in there. We'll have a quick look around and show you the footprint. So you can see we've got the footprint here, look. And yeah, lying down on it, that's a lot of room that for a one-man tent. And obviously this part will be the vestibule covered as well at the front, and then we've got all this area here. Okay, so that's that done. Let's get the tent done. I'm now ready to put the main part up, the tent itself. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep this on top of my footprint to stop all the white material inside getting dirty. Okay, and look for where the pole goes. So that's where the pole goes there. So we've got these tie outs here. So these must be that one and that one. We'll go on them pegs there, and them pegs, we'll just put them loosely for now. And we'll get the bottom of the tent. Hopefully the camera's picking all this up. And we've got, yeah, we've got the back where I need it. That there. And that like so. So that's it initially tied down. And we'll go to the back of the tent. And That must loop through that on so. And then the front of the tent must loop onto the red tie off there. I'm assuming so. So that's... So there we go. That's the tent there now on top of the footprint. So all we've got to do next is get the poles and then let's get it fixed up. So here you go. The clouds are getting a little bit dark, so there's a possibility I'm going to get rained on now. But anyway, let's get the poles out. So I have the red pole and the blue pole. Got the connector inside there. I'm just going to put that in my pocket so it doesn't blow away. Get that fastened up. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, we've got the blue pole here, and then we're just going to connect it all together. This one goes from the head of the tent to the toe of the tent. As you can see there, it's quite long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to one side, and then we've got the centre pole, which I think is going to be better to put in. Looking at some of people's videos that I've been watching, okay, just to get a few hints and tips. So that's that connector. As you can see, it's got a nice shape on it, which is to the bend in the middle. So all we're going to do is get the red pole. We're going to look for the red tag, which is here. We're just going to put that through the tent like so until we get the flat bit on the top. And then down below, I'll show you on the other one. I'm just going to connect that in. As you can see, we've got the red connector down here. It's already cooked up to the peg, okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to get this and I'm going to bend it into the first eyelet. And that just keeps the pole up there. Make sure the fly sheet's in the centre. Then on here as well, it has a little clip. So we're just going to clip that on for now. We're not going to tighten anything up whatsoever until we've got all the poles in, and then we're happy with the positioning of the actual tent itself. Okay? Right, well, I tried putting the blue pole in and it wouldn't go with the red one already attached, so I've untouched that. And lo and behold, the heavens have just opened up, so it's going to get a weather and a swell. So I'm not happy. I wanted it nice and dry when I took it home. But it's not always dry when we go camping, isn't it? So yeah, I think really putting these poles in, I've watched people doing it this way and I don't think it's good. I think they should just be lying on the ground when you put them in first and then put them onto the actual connectors myself. But they seem to be getting a little bit stuck like. But anyway, here we are, we're nearly there. So I'm just going to pull that tag out, put this end in. Put my little peg back on to its connector there, and then do the same on the other side. Spin yours around, and hopefully the camera's picking this up. So we've got this here. My lovely new tent's getting its first christening in the rain. Get that bit of muck off there. Put that there, like so. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to do the red ones now. Let's get them connected back up. Oh, that one's come out its thing. Right, so that's that done. Tent in there. Happy days. Right, so it's getting a bit wet. What we're going to do is, we're just going to get these pegs. I'm just going to pull them out a little bit more, then tighten this one up. That one in there. Just going to change that one around to where it comes down, like so. Oh dear, got it all tangled. Right, that's better. Put it through the elastic. Coming up to the last one now. Seems to be all tangled up. God damn. Well, as you can see, the weather's turned for the worse. It's raining, the wind's getting heavier, and the wind's getting heavier as well. But we're out here to test the tent, so let's have a look. So we've got it all fastened up. I'm not going to do the guide ropes. I just need to put this little connector on the pole, like so. Go around, cinching everything up, making sure it's all okay. There's something twisted down here, like. I'll just show you this quickly. So when I've come round to this part, it's all twisted inside of here, so I don't know what the crack is with that. I'll have to check that out, because obviously it shouldn't look like that. Okay, but we'll just leave it for now. Yeah, it seems to be holding up all right in the rain and in the wind. And obviously once you've got the tie outs out as well, it's going to pull it out even better. So yeah, happy days. Happy days indeed. So let's have a look on the inside. There's places there a second. Right, well, that's the tent set up. I've got a little ground sheet to stop us getting muddy. And then we're going to have a look and see what it looks like inside. So it has a little clip on the bottom here, which is already open. I'm just going to open this zip up, have a quick look. And yeah, not bad. I'm going to roll this up. I'll bring you a little bit closer and we'll have a quick look and see how much room we've got. That's if it stays on the clip, like. So yeah, I've got a bloke coming over with a nice big Labrador. Hopefully it doesn't come and piss on my tent. Right, well, as you can see, it's not getting worse now, the weather, and it's getting a bit wetter and a bit more windier, but we're going to go on with it. So obviously inside, I think I've got it set up properly. Yeah, so now you wait, let's have a look and see what it's like inside here. So it's got a nice zip on it, on the inner, and you can push that all the way around, and there's a bag on here that you can just shove it into. Right, that rain's getting bloody heavy now. Jesus Christ. Can't believe this. Oh my God. Let's get out of this bloody weather. Oh shit. It's pissing down. Oh. Right, well, 3, 2, 1. Right, well, I've had to escape into the tent. It's hammering it down already. Sitting in it in any weight. There's plenty of room. I've put my day pack and everything in the vestibule. I think I've got it up right in any weight. But yeah, it seems quite spacious. Where I've seen where it's twisted on the far bottom corner, it definitely is like. So yeah, I'm just going to take my shoes off so don't get any mud inside the tent. Then I'll try and get you in as best I can. But yeah, I think there's definitely something set up wrong with the tent. But I'm sitting here now, like, and there's absolutely tons of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you off the stand, and I'll put you on pause a second. I get myself right. Well, that's not what I was expecting on doing a review. It's absolutely pouring down out there. So I've shut the actual door now. But what I did realise, and I do realise now, is it's got a zip on the top as well, so it's a double-sided zip. So you can have a quick look outside on the night time and then just zip that back up. So that's happy days. Down the bottom, you've got the zip at the bottom itself as well. It's got a little clip down there. So you clip that on, zip it up, so that stops the wind from blowing your zip wide open. There's a nice little air vent up on the top here as well. Okay, which is part of the outer fly. Obviously you've got the air in duct on the outside there, and you've got another one at the rear as well. Looking inside the tent, the vestibule, it doesn't look that big, but it actually it's ideal for what you need once you've got all your tents set up properly and everything. Okay, the interior, the inner part of the tent itself, okay, it's a nice hard, it's a solid fabric. It's not all mesh, so it's going to keep you nice and warm in the wind and the rain. It has pockets down on the bottom end, and it has a pocket up on the top there where I've got the actual door folded into. Okay, but I think it's actually got a proper pocket. It's got a proper pocket at the side there for to put that in. So I didn't know that. I thought it was just the big pocket, so I put that in there anyway. That stops it flapping around outside and getting wet and dirty. Okay, so you've got a reasonable size pockets in here, so that's not bad. Up on the top there's a little loop, and that allows you to hang your light. And what I like about this the most is it has this here, so you've got another flap here. Okay, obviously you've got the little tie outs on there and here just to roll that up. And then what you can do is you can get your boots. I think you could even get your bag in there as well, like. So you've got that big vestibule there. Also, if you wanted to, okay, I think it's got another zip. Oh, it's got another zip there, so you can just zip it down. So when the mozzies are out, you've got a bit of netting there, so you've got a bit of airflow coming into the tent by the rear, by the side as well, and this stops the mozzies getting into your tent on the summer months. So yeah, not bad. So my first time putting this up, and what a bloody day I picked to put it up. So now it needs to get aired and dried before using it. Great. But yeah, there's a quick rundown. I'm not going to be doing the video and the takedown of it. It's going to be going back and yeah, getting dry. But I think what I will do is I'll take the inner out first and the fly up second, so it'll stop it all getting soaking, and then just connect it back later on. So that's another thing you can do as well. You can pitch it all in a oneer, and then if it's been pouring down when you don't see you're moving from one position to another, doing multi-day hikes and camps, you can take your inner out first, put that in a separate dry bag so it stays nice and dry, and then get your outer in another bag. So, and then put your outer up first, then put the inner up second. Easy. So that's one of the main positive things I like about it. And yeah, it seems to be holding up well. And as you can hear, it's getting its first testing in the rain. Ground sheet feels really good. It's like I said, the main head, it's got a 4,000 hydrostatic head. I think the ground sheet's the same, but obviously having the footprint on the bottom helps a lot as well. Makes it even more waterproof, and it stops it getting dirty as well. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know how this video is going to come out, whether it does or not, we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, happy days. Out in a tent, in a field, in the rain and the wind. What more could you ask for, eh? Bloody Nora. Right, well, just brought his back quickly just to show you. It's so easy taking down the inner on the inside. If you start from the top here, as you can see, you've got loads of little loops and clips. Okay, and then at the bottom of the head end and the bottom end, you've got these little clips where you push them in. Okay, so easy to do. keeps your inner nice and dry and clean. Okay, so that's my inner there, all done and dusted, ready to go in the bag. And we're having the ground sheet on, really helps with that process as well, because it keeps the bottom of your ground sheet lovely and dry and clean, mud free. But anyway, just thought I'd bring you along for that. Okay, it's still raining, it's still windy. I've got people walking around saying I'm crackers. See you later. Right, well, that's me packing the car all packed up. It went quite well, the packing up. I didn't actually video it, but as you can see, it's absolutely drenched outside, it's pouring down. It's that horrible, crappy, windy rain. As you can see, I'm absolutely drenched, soaked wet throughout and feel on the top and side underneath my jacket and everything, my legs and everything. So moral of this story is, check the weather forecast before you're going out to test putting up a tent for the first time. But now I know I can put it up, I can take it down in crap weather. So happy days. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? All part of the fun. But yeah, nice tent by the way. I'm looking forward to getting out in it soon. Hopefully the weather's a little bit kinder to us, and I'll see you all later. Adios.